I just had a thought that on my way back, I would try to do a little summary of each of the ballot measures that are going to be on the ballot in Arizona in November. Let's start with Proposition 133. Basically, it's about keeping partisan primaries partisan. So what it would do is it would enshrine in our Constitution that primary elections must be partisan. In other words, no open elections, open primaries. So if you haven't figured it out, this is a very cynical attempt by the Republican legislature to make sure that we don't have very important reforms to our very partisan and very extreme supporting election system in Arizona. Things like open primaries or ranked choice voting that encourage and support registered independents. And you probably know 30-some% of registered voters in Arizona are independents, and that number is growing all the time. People are really sick of the parties and the way that our primary elections really only support people who have to speak to a small sliver of typically extreme voters. So whatever you feel about, like, say, ranked choice voting or open primaries specifically, if you vote for this, you're going to shut down any opportunity for reform in our really, really contorted and ass-backward electoral system in Arizona. I have worked on ranked choice voting elections. I worked on one in Australia specifically, and I will tell you, it really opens up people's minds. It gives them an opportunity to step away from this party identity and have real conversations with each other. And it just so happens that a citizen-led effort is going to be on the ballot to create open primaries and could result in ranked choice voting. And I'll get to that one later and I'll explain it to you. But so this ballot measure 133, vote no. Now, it's cynical because it's trying to shut down any form of open reform generally, but it's also very cynical because it's trying to confuse people and pull them away from this other ballot measure that is honestly trying to make some reform in our state. So that's my first one. Comments, share them. Share this with people who may not be following that closely on the ballot measures, and I'll have more to come.